Hi everybody, Elizabeth Statlander, getting straight to the point on relationship and mental health issues. So I keep getting so many requests to please do more videos on personality disorder. So I'm going to absolutely do that. And I'm going to start out with the narcissist. So the narcissist, if I had a mirror in front of me, I would hold it up, which I need to get one. It's a good prop, but I would hold it up and I would begin talking about narcissism by, the queen from Snow White looking in the mirror, and she would say, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? For it is I." And that is the essence of a narcissistic human being, a narcissistic adult. It is a person who only sees themselves and their needs as the priority of their existence. And everybody else in their life has to serve that same interest, or else they will be cut out of the narcissist's life. Okay? So to begin to understand this, you have to understand that narcissists do not feel empathy the way that a healthy person does. They don't feel love like, the healthy person does. And so when you're in a relationship with a narcissist, there's always a feeling of a lack of fulfillment from the other person, if they don't have a personality disorder, that is, because the narcissist really is self-obsessed. And to go back to the beginning and understand, how do narcissists really develop, okay? You have to think of that person at some point in their childhood or early adolescence, something was done to them, some sort of abuse, whether it was bullying, whether it was abuse in the household, that made them feel so tiny and so insignificant that the only way that they could actually survive this world would be if they somehow created a false persona, and that false persona would exist to hide how insignificant they really feel. And that persona would be one of, a grandiose, cocky, self-obsessed type of personality. Because if you walk around being self-obsessed and cocky and super brawn all the time, then people will automatically think that you are, in the narcissist mind, they think that everyone will look at them like they're so great and they're so strong and they're so talented. And that's kind of how the narcissist is born. So once that facade, that narcissistic shell has been created, and remember, it's created because it's protecting and hiding the way they really feel, which is this big and this low, from the rest of the world, they've learned to survive by putting out this image of grandiosity and bravado. And that's why so many narcissists can come off so obnoxious and just so self-obsessed. But to be in a relationship with a narcissist can be just, a nightmare, because the person on the other end has these expectations that the narcissist partner feels things and thinks through things like everybody else, when in fact they don't. So remember, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? For it is I. That is the mantra of a narcissist. And narcissist's agenda is whatever it is that suits their needs in that moment, okay? And if you don't suit their needs, or you can't help them fulfill their needs, then they see you as somewhat useless, and they will find somebody else or multiple people to fulfill that need of self-obsession. Okay, so narcissists tend to be very rageful, and they're rageful because again, remember, they're always hiding that super insecure little child that they don't want anyone to see. So if anybody questions them, or argues with them or debates the way that they see things, they're so afraid of being found out as this little itty bitty insignificant person that they respond with rage, because what rage does is it repels people. So if you're screaming and yelling and you're constantly arguing with people about you not being right all the time, then people will stop arguing with you. And then the narcissist kind of rules the roost, because when the narcissist walks in the house, everybody's on eggshells. Nobody knows what they're gonna get. Nobody knows what kind of mood he's gonna be in, and they know better than to argue with him, because if you argue with a narcissist, you're really in for it. You're in for a World War III battle. The initial response of a narcissist when you try to talk to them about your relationship, or you try to talk to them about something, is explosive defensiveness. So if you're on the other side of it and you think you're trying to have a regular conversation with somebody about your relationship, and they just explode in all this defensiveness and all this arguing, that's them trying to protect that insignificant little child that they really believe that they are. And so it can help you in some ways deal with a narcissist if you understand how small they really feel. And I'm gonna end that as part 1 of the narcissist, and we're gonna pick it up from there in part 2, okay? So remember how they develop, how they see the world, and what their agenda is. It's me, 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 me. And if you're trying to have a relationship with a narcissist, good luck to you, because it's probably not gonna work out and you're gonna need my help. Okay, end of part 1. See you next time on part 2, everybody.